Our first speaker is PandaPasBo. This is a wonderful player who will be discussing expectations, a very normal part of the human experience, and can in fact be a hindrance as well. So Panda will be discussing their experience with expectations and how that can actually limit yourself. So without further ado, thank you everyone for being here.
So, before I'm going to say anything, I'd want to apologize for my bad English because I'm not native and I hope you will understand. So, as Mr. Hypno said, I'm going to talk about my experience with expectation and why sorry, and why it was a big. It was slowing me from improving. So there are a lot of expectations but the one that I'm going to talk about is when you expect yourself to do something that you can't. So for example, FC a map that is way outside of your comfort zone, or expect yourself to do as well as your good days, or being able to play very well at the beginning of your session before your before your I forgot the words. Sorry. Oh yeah, before warming up. So expectation you can expectation is a bit like a toxic relationship, but with yourself. And this does not only apply with Osu, but with pretty much everything in our life. Like other games, like League of Legends, when you think you can carry a game, but you end up 117. Or even in piano, when you think you can learn to play the Kogul opening, but 1 month later you still can't read the piano sheet. And at the end, you will just be frustrated and end up underperforming. Because when you are mad, there is a thing that you tend to focus more on the outcome rather than the process. So the outcome is your new top play, like how you were going to brag to your friends. And the process is to play the map properly, to read the map. So it will make you miss more because you are not focused to the map. And you are going to be more frustrated. You try over and over again. And this is a vicious circle. So I had a lot of expectations. And I pretty much hated myself because I couldn't be the next cookiesy. And then I decided to quit Osu for almost a year. And when I came back with a fresh mindset, I was pretty much destroying my past top plays after a couple of days of derusting. And this bad mindset slowly came back. At the beginning, I was okay to shit miss, easy map, but after a while, I had the same expectation as before I quit. So when I miss, I retry over and over again, then I get frustrated, and I'm going to have a bad session. So I decided to quit Osu again, but this time for a month. And when I came back, I learned from my mistakes, and now I try to minimize my expectations as much as possible, because you can't erase all of your expectation. And actually, having a bit of expectation can make you improve because you push yourself to do better. But you should control them so it doesn't become toxic. So how to minimize your expectation? And the answer is simple. Don't look for PP and improvement, but instead look for having fun. When I improved the most is when I had a really good session and I was not telling to myself that I have to get more runs before the end of the session. And during most of this session, I play banger maps. And by the way, If you want to have more banger maps, I have a YouTube/TikTok channel called also Daily Banger. There I post banger maps every day, so don't hesitate to go there if you want more banger maps. And yeah, back to the subject. So during most of my good session, I mostly play banger maps that are outside of my comfort zone. And I don't mind about setting any good scores. I just having fun. I just enjoy the map. And sometimes when I got a farm map by pressing F2, I play the map, but I only allow myself to try 3 or 4 times. Even if I almost FC the map, I move on because I know that the next try will be worse. Because first, it was just good RNG, and second, I will have this expectation that I will see the map on the next try, but I will just be less focused on the map and should miss more. So yeah, allow yourself to only try a few times and move on. And if you really want to see the map, maybe come back later. And yeah, that's it. To sum up, you should not expect yourself to do something that is outside of your comfort zone, because you will get frustrated and you will play. You will play worse. But instead, keep your expectation low, so that when you make a good play, you are happy about it, and when you play bad, you will just be okay with it. And I can guarantee you that you will make your also experience way better for both the gameplay and your improvements. And when you farm, allow yourself to only try a few times and then move on, even if you are close to FC it or clearing it, because you will lose your focus and should miss more often. So get rid of your high expectations. And a wise man said, your greatest enemy is only yourself. So thanks for listening, and I'd like to thank Digital Hypno and also Dev to let me have this speech, because this subject is very important for me, because these high expectations was keeping me from improving, and it made me feel bad for not being able to reach the top. And yeah, thank you for listening.